Hello. Thought I would just make this quick little video to kind of give you guys just a quick insight into what I'm doing whenever I'm not recording certain games or podcast episodes. Because I don't know, I thought this would just be interesting for y'all. So, I think it was last month, around the 20th of April, I decided, hey, I got some good news. My mom is moving next year. She's getting a house to herself in Colorado. And if you know me, my whole thing has been that my dream has been to get my mom a house. But she achieved that with her own means. She's achieved that with her own money and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, this can be awesome. So, and she told me to focus on myself. I've helped her, worked with her for so long that she wants me to work with myself. So I said, okay. And the one thing that I've always loved playing is video games, but mainly fighting games. I keep looking over here. Should look over here more. And it was to the degree that I only played online or like competitively with Street Fighter 6. And I was like, you know what else I really want to do? Keep looking over here. I want to play Tekken, because Tekken was the very first fighting game that I was ever introduced to, specifically Tekken 2 on the PS2, I believe, PS1. My dad showed it to me, and there is a character in there specifically named Yoshimitsu, who I fell in love with, absolutely adore him. But that's not why we're here. We're not here for the backstory. We're here for the whole premise of my experience with Tekken 8. So, long story short, got into Tekken 8, started training and started playing more. Because, like I said, I started off with Tekken 5. As you can see here, Tekken 5 is my first, or not my first. Tekken 5 is the number one Tekken that I put the most time into out of any Tekken ever, because I had this on the PS2, and this game was phenomenal to me. I loved everything about it. I didn't have to play online. I didn't have to prove myself. I didn't care about online rankings, none of that. All I cared about was playing the game, getting every arcade ending. And oh boy, do I still dislike some, because as a dumb kid, I didn't understand fighting game mechanics in a 3D like fighter, that there's different there's more than just like down, forward, bottom left corner, bottom right, quarter circle, because I'm used to Mortal Kombat, I'm used to Street Fighter, where it's a 2D and you don't have to worry about so many different move sets. Well, in Tekken, it's very, very technical. It's a very technical, mechanical, or mechanically based game where you can sidestep. Each direction is a different move. Hell, you don't even have to hold the direction. You could tap the direction, let the analog stick go to neutral, and then hit another one instead of just going back down, because that's a different move. But like I said, Tekken 5 was super dope. I obviously played probably the most out of it. This is where I learned about the so many backstories of like Yoshimitsu, because I always knew he was a samurai, but I got to learn that he's the last living person of his clan because of Brian Fury, who slaughtered the rest of his clan. I also got to learn about Kuma being the pet of Heihachi Mishima, and like the connection of the Mishimas and the is it Mishima Zaibatsu, the like organization that Jinpachi made. I got to learn about Jinpachi, the grandfather of Jin, or great grandfather of Jin, grandfather of Kazuya, obviously father of Heihachi. I got to learn about Fang, and then I keep forgetting the old man's name. There's an old man that just beat the brakes off of Fang, because he was like, hey, what you did was disrespectful. What you did was like do something stupid, and you killed my friend, so I'm going to beat you up for it. I loved all the interactions in Tekken 5, especially what was it, King and Marduk? It was another boxer, I believe he was. And oh boy, King just put belt to ass on him. That's when I learned there was more than one king. I learned there was more than one armored king. So there's two armored kings, two kings. Both met their demises. One at the hands of Marduk. Is it Marduk? Marduk, if your name. And then the other one was at the hands of Ogre, the main antagonist of, I think it was Tekken 3. Long story short, though, this is the game that I remember the most playing out of any Tekken, was Tekken 5, because it not only had Tekken, what, I think it was 1, 2, and 3 installed into the game, so you could play those games from this. I don't think it had Tekken 4. I think Tekken 4 you still had to like buy and like play, which I think my dad might have had, or at least rented for me when I was a kid, and I played a little bit of it. And then like I said, with Tekken 6 and Tekken 7, I just didn't play that much of it. I maybe played through the storylines. I didn't play online because I wasn't a big online player, like I said. But as of last month, like I previously stated, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get more competitive. I'm not looking to be at like an Evo. I'm not looking to be number one. I'm just looking to get good at a game so I can at least play against anybody in the world and at least take some damage off of their health bar. That is all I'm achieving. And a lot of people are like, why don't you shoot higher? Why don't you try to strive to be the greatest? Because it is stressful. That is one thing a lot of people do not understand. So I'm not saying this game is hard for everyone, because there's people who like get this game like that. Like they know technical fighters, they know 3D fighters, they know fighting games like the back of their hand. I know 2D fighters like the back of my hand. I know there's a lot less moves. It's a lot simpler to play, stuff like that. But yeah, Tekken 5, easily my favorite Tekken of all time. Apparently, I didn't know this. Once I got back into Tekken, I found out there's another Tekken 5 called like Dark Revolution or something, and that's when there's like 3 to 4 different characters got introduced. I thought those characters got introduced in Tekken 6, like Dragunov. Is her name Ilya or something? Like she's the blonde rich girl that has like the white like curtsy dress. Oh god, there's like 2 other characters that I did not know got introduced inside of Tekken 5 Dark Revolution. But let me look real quick. Because it was actually really interesting to see that, because it threw off my perception of time, because I was like, oh, they came out in like 2009 or 2011. No, they came out in like 2006. I was like, huh? In Tekken 5, I think it's Dark Resurrection is what it's called. The new fighters were Lily and Sergei Dragunov, formerly upgrades Armor King 2 from the original Tekken 5. Yeah, so it was insane seeing them, right? So did Armor King 2 come in as well? Maybe, but it said informally upgrades Armor King 2 from original Tekken 5. So apparently, according to what I've seen, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection is the best Tekken game, hands down, like mechanically, play-wise, everything. All the characters felt great. All the characters felt awesome. I have never played that game in my life. I saw the trailer a couple days ago, and I was like, this game looks lit. I've never seen that game in my life, never heard of it. I think Maximilian Dude played, I think, some of it. Oh, no, I have seen gameplay, but I never personally played it. Maximilian Dude, I believe, was last year, 2 years ago I saw. He had like a Rage compilation of that game. Yeah, I've never played Dark Resurrection in my life at all. Like, that threw me for a loop for that. That's a whole different tangent. But, like I said, with all that out of the way, I did switch up to Tekken 8. Or Tekken 8. Yeah, because I figured it's mirrored, so it'd be the opposite for you. So, Tekken 8. I've absolutely fell in love with Tekken again as a game. There's something about the like risk reward in this game, and what I mean is I'm so used to playing games with team members, like with friends, where you can depend on other people. But when it comes to fighting games, you can only place the blame on yourself. It's not the fact of, wow, this guy's spam heavy. No, he's not spam heavy. He's actually playing the game. Now, have I played spammy guys? Yes. I have a video saved of a spam heavy Jack that just kept command grabbing me, and the only way to dodge it is literally just to duck and kick him. There was another guy, was it another Heihachi who was spam heavy? But that guy, like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like there's times where I play Tekken and there's people who keep doing the same move to kind of like get you out of doing the same thing. So this Heihachi kept doing like a lightning uppercut. I think it's called the Mishima uppercut or the Mishima fist or lightning fist. I forget what it's called. It's like really quick uppercut, right? And he kept doing that until I learned how to dodge it. And I did it 3 times. I dodged it 3 times. He never did it for the rest of the match. But then he started doing Heihachi's, what is it? I think it's like a 1-2, and then he uppercuts, and then he would do like a low into a high. And I was like, dude, this is getting annoying. And then he kept doing that until I learned it, and then he stopped doing those moves. And it was like, I swear he was like teaching me how to play without teaching me directly, you know? Unless I'm just crazy and he just got sick of it. But playing that, like I said, because starting last month on the 20th of April, I decided, hey, I want to play a different character. Or I want to start again. And Yoshimitsu is the character that I started with. And according to the internet, according to a lot of people who have helped me play this game, understand this game better, he's one of the harder characters to learn, not because he's just downright difficult to play, but because his move list is so long that you can make so many different combinations for like combos, right? And so far, I struggled to get him to where I needed to. I think I got him to Shinryu, which is like in the red before purple, or at least like 2 before purple. And I tried. It got to the point where like I just wasn't utilizing his life gain moves, his life stealing moves. I was just doing straight damage, pure damage. And it just like, hold on, I think I see these. It just got to the point where like I couldn't get further with him. And that's no one's fault but my own. because I was only utilizing his moves that do damage. I was not utilizing his teleport. I was not utilizing his back stance, which I still think is super weird, and I don't know how to really like equalize off that. Is where he's like his back is literally back stance, and he backs up towards the opponent instead of moving forward. It really throws me off. I also he's probably my roughest, and I will go back to him eventually. But I wanted to just give myself a month with him to see how far I can get and learn the game. And right now, like, he's done. I already got my month over with him. He's already done and gone. He has been fun. Super fun. Absolutely loved him. Like, everything about him was super dope. Oh, no, I think it was in May. No, it was April. Yeah, in April I started playing him. Super fun. Everything about him has been amazing. Loved it. I can't get enough of him. Missed playing Tekken. Got frustrated. Funny enough, he has one of my most frustrating like wins or losses and wins because like I said, funny enough, even when you win, you still get mad, you still get angry because of how you had to win. But there is I think my very first perfect in the game was against a king who he just did not know how to play against. A Yoshimitsu that was untrained because he knew how to read every move I did. He knew how to be plus on block, but I got a perfect on him in the first round. And then he proceeded to whoop my ass for 3 rounds. And he beat my ass for 3 more rounds the next time we rematched. He took that personally. He got mad. But my favorite thing to do with Yoshimitsu is, I don't know how to explain the move exactly. I think it's a down 2, if I'm using the correct terminology. Or a 2-2. You can't use that because it's not a normal 2D fighter. So on a 3D fighter, it's down 2. Puts a sword over his head and he starts like dancing almost and leaping towards you. That move terrifies people. Like, if they're not fully aware of what that move does and they're not fully in line with what that move does, they will just try to block it and it's unblockable. I could just take half your health bar, if not your full health bar. Hasn't happened yet, except one time where a guy's controller died, I assumed. But like in an actual game, I have yet to hit a fully charged one and just kill you outright. Took a dude half a dude's health bar and he's like, oh, so I gotta move when that happens. But even like just using that move is very fun. Sure, you can't act out of it. Sure, you can't cancel it, to my knowledge, but it's super fun just to pull out to see how they react and how like they try doing things. He was very fun. Very much enjoyed him. I gotta play him more and learn more of his combos because, like I said, starting off again, I was unaware of launchers in the game. So if you don't know, a launcher is a move that basically puts your opponent in the air and makes them fall on their back so their feet are up, and you can continue into a combo. I struggled a lot with launchers with him. I also struggled with continuing combos because I got so excited that the launcher would hit that I would just sit there and be like, now what? But like I said, Tekken's a lot of math. A lot of math. You gotta be like, okay, if I hit this guy, I have 1 frame plus, which means if he hits a move that's 1 frame, he's gonna hit me back or it's gonna cancel out. If he hits a move that's 2 frames or more, it's gonna hit me. Like, the math is insane. And I feel like, I've said this a million times, I feel like every character has a move that's positive on block, and it's just annoying to me. But it's not the game's fault for me getting frustrated with that mechanic, because I didn't take the time to learn the move that's plus on block besides just a jab, you know? Also, don't like Reina. If you're a Reina player, good for you. Don't like that character. She's annoying as hell. But moving right along, the character that I decided to play now is Devil Jin. The reason for Devil Jin is because besides Yoshimitsu, Devil Jin was I think either my most played in Tekken 5 or second most played in Tekken 5. 2 reasons. 1, he has a lightning uppercut that they've nerfed to the ground, because in Tekken 5 you can be full distance away from the screen and he'll start spinning all the way up until you and kill you. In this one, I think max he spins 3 times. Which apparently in Tekken 8, he was a menace and needed to be nerfed to the ground. So, hey, that makes sense. I've been playing him more. I still got to learn the, what's the move? He has the Mishima uppercut too. I need to learn that, or just lightning uppercut, I guess. I don't know what it's called. It's just a quick little, Got to learn that with him. I do know a lot of his old moves from Tekken 5. So, like his, I don't know what it's called, like his lightning jab. It's back 2-1 combined, where he like charges it and it just smashes through like guard break, or he guard breaks if it hits it fully charged. I know how to fly. I know how to fly, go across the screen. I know how to fly, dive kick, fly, shoot lasers. I know how to shoot lasers at the ground. I know how to do a lot with him, but there's still so much more I need to learn, and I'm still loving it. I still love it. I have a difficulty understanding the mechanics of making the analog stick go back to neutral before hitting a button. That's throwing me for a loop, because I'm used to fighting games where you're like, oh, forward quarter circle 2 or like light punch. Where this game is like, no, forward, stop, down, like down corner, hold the corner, and press a button. It still throws me off. It's still very weird. And I know if I keep practicing, I can get used to it. But it's just weird to me so far. It's just throwing me for a loop, and I just need to get better at doing it. Other than that, I've been having a lot of fun with the game. Devil Jin's been very fun. And yeah, I thought I would just update you guys because it's been about 10 days since I started playing Devil Jin, and he's been very fun. Other than that, that's about it. I think that's the only update I got because a month from now, or like at least less than a month from now, I'll be switching to a different character because it's a character I've always thought was cool and I wanted to play more of. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and catch you guys next time.